I asked AI to plan a family vacation with my wife and our 2-year-old son. It helped me find the right resort. It helped me compare flights. It even helped me find a cheaper package. And for most of the trip, everything worked almost perfectly. Then our flight home was canceled. The airline stopped answering, and we lost our final day at the resort trying to figure out how to get home. But here is the surprising part. AI did not exactly fail. I forgot to ask it one important question, and that question could have completely changed how I booked this trip. In this video, I will show you how I used AI to plan the vacation, what it missed, and how I am now using it to organize the entire claim. Planning a vacation with a 2-year-old is very different from planning a normal couple's vacation. I was not simply looking for a beautiful resort. I needed a resort that would actually work for our family. A safe pool area, a kids club that accepted a child his age, a crib or proper sleeping setup, food he could actually eat, easy beach access, and a room that was not directly beside loud nighttime entertainment. Most people would open ChatGPT and write something like, "Find me a family-friendly resort in Puerto Vallarta." But the phrase family-friendly is almost useless. A hotel can call itself family-friendly and still have deep pools, loud music at night, no cribs, and a kids club that only accepts children 4 years old and older. So instead of giving AI a vague request, I gave it our real constraints. I told ChatGPT that we were traveling to Puerto Vallarta with a 2-year-old. Then I listed everything that mattered to us: pool safety, kids club, age requirements, room setup, food options, beach access, noise at night, and how easy it would be to move around the resort with a toddler. ChatGPT gave me several resort options, but I did not stop with the first answer. I asked it to compare the best resorts based on our specific requirements. Then I asked a more important question. Do not just give me a list. Recommend one resort, explain why, and tell me what could go wrong with your recommendation. That last part was important. I did not only want AI to sell me on a resort, I wanted it to challenge its own recommendation. After comparing the options, it recommended Marival Emotions, and this is what that recommendation looked like in real life. The pool area worked well for our son. There were sections where he could play safely with us nearby. The kids club accepted children his age during our stay. Although we did not use it, it was an available option. We had food options beyond the main buffet. The beach was easy to reach. And overall, the resort felt genuinely suitable for a family traveling with a toddler. It was not simply using the words family-friendly in its marketing. For the requirements we gave AI, the recommendation worked. After choosing the resort, I needed to find the flights. I used Google's flight search tools to explore routes between Victoria and Puerto Vallarta. The tool helped me understand the available routes and approximate pricing, but I did not immediately book the first option it showed me. I checked the same dates through WestJet Vacations. This time, I compared the cost of booking the flight and hotel separately against buying them together as a package. The WestJet package was cheaper. So I booked the flight and hotel together directly through WestJet Vacations. This is an important part of using AI for travel. AI can help you research. It can help you compare, but it should not make the final decision for you. The workflow should be ask, compare, verify, then book. That process worked, but I missed an entire category of risk. I checked the resort, I checked the flight schedule, I checked the baggage rules, I checked the price, I checked the room, I checked whether traveling with a toddler would be manageable. But I never checked the airline's labor situation. I did not look for active negotiations. I did not search for possible service disruptions. I did not investigate whether there were warning signs that could affect our return flight. There was one moment that I now remember differently. On our flight to Mexico, I noticed a crew member wearing a pin with a message about being paid for their work. At the time, I did not think much about it. I was focused on arriving, managing our bags, and traveling with a 2-year-old. But looking back, it was a reminder that something was happening behind the scenes, and I never asked AI to investigate it. That was my mistake, not because AI could have perfectly predicted the future. It could not guarantee that a flight would be cancelled, but it could have helped me find information that was already publicly available. I simply did not think to ask. And this is one of the biggest limitations of AI. AI is very good at answering the questions you give it, but it does not automatically know which important question you forgot to ask. A few weeks later, we received the airline updates. Our original flight home was no longer happening as planned. Suddenly, the vacation AI had helped me organize became a completely different AI workflow. I was no longer asking, what is the best resort? I was asking, how do I get my family home? I started by trying to contact WestJet. I called on Saturday. I called again on Sunday. I spent hours trying to reach someone. Nobody answered. We lost much of our final day at the resort sitting on the phone instead of enjoying the vacation we had already paid for. And before making another expensive decision, I went back to AI. But this time, I did not ask AI to solve everything for me. I asked it to organize the situation. I gave it the information I had: our booking confirmation, the cancellation messages, the dates and times I called, the screenshots, the expenses we were starting to incur, and the responses or lack of responses we had received. Then I asked AI to create a checklist. What should I document? Which receipts should I keep? What should be included in my written timeline? Which official channel should I try? And how could I explain the situation clearly without forgetting important details? AI helped turn a stressful situation into a process. Booking confirmation, cancellation emails, screenshots, call history, replacement travel information, hotel expenses, transportation, food, necessary clothing and personal items, and a written timeline of every attempt to contact the airline. I also used AI to help me write a public message explaining what had happened. I posted it on Instagram while the disruption was still happening. That gave me a time-stamped record showing what I had already tried and that I had not received a response. Now I am using AI to organize everything into one clear claim. Every receipt, every screenshot, every email, every phone call, all arranged in chronological order. And should the airline not resolve the situation, I will already have the information prepared for the next formal complaint step. So, what was the question I should have asked before booking? Here is the prompt I wish I had used. Would this prompt have predicted exactly what happened? No, AI cannot see the future, but it could have changed the conversation. Instead of only asking, is this the cheapest trip? I could have asked, is this still the best trip after considering the risks? That is a much better question. And even after using that prompt, I would still need to verify the information myself. Because AI can summarize outdated information, it can misunderstand a policy, it can miss an important detail, and it can sometimes sound confident when it is wrong. That is why you should never use AI as your final authority for travel rules, airline policies, legal rights, or compensation. Use it to find the questions you need to ask. Then verify the answers using official sources. The lesson from this trip is not that AI failed to plan our vacation. It actually did several things very well. It helped me define what our family needed. It helped compare resorts. It helped research flights. It helped me find a better overall package. And when the trip started falling apart, it helped me organize the response. Now it is helping me prepare the claim, but AI is not an oracle. It is a checklist amplifier. It helps you consider more possibilities. It helps you compare more information. It helps you document what happened, but you still need to stay involved. The real workflow is not ask AI and trust whatever it says. The real workflow is ask, compare, verify, document. AI did not remove me from the process. It made me better at managing the process. And that is the actual AI skill more people need to learn. Not blindly trusting the tool, using it while staying in control. Comment the word AI below and I will send you the full workflow. That includes the resort comparison prompt, the travel risk prompt, and the claim timeline template. I am Thiago. On this channel, I show you practical ways to use AI for real work and real life. Subscribe so you do not miss the next workflow, and I will see you in the next video.